Hey guys, Brian Hill with The Complete Combatant. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about rifles today, and especially the AR-15 or the M4 carbine. And what I see in class now is we're teaching a marksmanship class, which is the basic fundamentals of being able to shoot, what the armed citizen would need. So 100 yards in, especially in Georgia, it's hard to get a long shot, but how to work from the four major positions of standing, kneeling, seated, and prone, and then also how to work around a barricade and how to get good shots on the target. But what's happened in the world is most people that come to this class are pistol shooters first, and they bought a rifle. And that's kind of a big change in the world. I came in through the rifle side of this. I did a lot of carbine work, I did a lot of precision work, and a lot of pistol, and it was pretty equal. So I felt comfortable with the manual of arms, how to use the rifle. But what I found in class is so many striker fire shooters in my class are not used to a manual safety anymore. So I thought I'd make a video to go over this with you because you really need to practice this part. Whether you set up a gun for home defense, or you believe you need a truck gun, or you just have a rifle in case things got really bad in the world, you're going to need to know how to do this. And rifles are different than pistols. One of the things with pistols is like a safe action Glock or a striker fire VP9 like I'm carrying right now. Part of the safety system is the holster. The holster covers the trigger guard, so therefore the trigger is safe inside of that. And then we have the tab on it so nothing can push it. So it's a really well covered, safe thing until we get it out. With the rifle, we don't have that. We're either carrying it or it's on a sling. Okay? And that means it's in this area where it can get hooked on things, depending on how you're dressed or what you carry. I carry a centerline knife, and the other day I was practicing with my rifle, and as I put it down here and made a transition to a pistol shot, I realized that my centerline knife had gone right inside the trigger guard. Now it's not a problem because I do what every time? I put the safety on. It's very important. So the old adage is sights on the target, safety off. Sights off the target, safety on. Let's make sure this is clear. Okay, empty, 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 physically and visually verified. Okay, and I'll simply run it without. So if my sights came on the target and I come up to you guys, then the safety comes off. If I go off the target, the safety comes back on. It's a very unique hand position. The thumb is wiping it off, fingers going to the trigger, thumb's wiping it back on, fingers coming away from the trigger. And I like to kind of exaggerate that so I can see the motion. I like to see that in class. I like to see that finger get as far out. Now, I'm running the Bravo Company manufacturing MK2, so the forward assist is a little further forward, so it gives me a little space to work in here, a little higher, a little out of the way for me. I like that. I can work the charging handle, but it also gives me something to feel and touch. As I come up and I know the safety's on, then my finger comes up here right at the corner of the dust cover in a forward assist, and that way I have something to touch and I may know it's far away. Rifles and shotguns are not necessarily drop safe like pistols are managed. If you put a round in an AR multiple times, you'll see that the firing pin has impacted it. So for me, it's always safety on. It's there for a reason. We want to use it. Even during a reload, a speed reload, I put the safety back on. Now, once I've shot the gun dry and the bolt's locked back forward, what will simply happen from here, okay, so now the gun is locked back and open, okay, I can run the safety right back up again and then put it in position and put it back here and run it back. Some people think that's excessive, but I want the same manipulation of the safety always. Whenever the gun's off the target, I'm going to put the safety on. I do the same thing with a 1911. I do the same thing with a single action only. As soon as I come off the target, I put the safety on because it's there to protect me, and it really takes very little motion. If you practice with this, what's happening is it's part of this so that your finger comes up and it helps you form your grip. My thumb is riding the safety right here. As I drive this up, they're moving together. And when it comes off, it goes back on. And it's very audible. You can hear it each time. So I can hear it on the line when people are working. So make sure you do that. Work your safety. It's really important. Remember, if the rifle's not on target, my feeling is that safety should be on all the time because it's there to protect you. It can get hung up in gear, all right? Your other finger can slip inside the trigger guard, all right? Your firearm, your knife, a bit of gear just hanging off, you could get caught up in it. I don't have a holster with a firearm, but I may have it in a sling, okay? This is flatline sling, a real nice sling that they make, and what I have it is in a travel ready position. So I have something around it from Blue Force Tactical, which allows me to fold it, and then I can pull it out and have a full sling. But I got to tell you, this is my home defense gun right now, and I may not have time to put a sling on. And if I have to go somewhere else to find somebody else, I might not be taking a rifle because I may need to open doors and such. So this is something we got to really think about. Are we going to have a sling on? And if you're not, it's more important to have that safety on. So start practicing your drills with your rifle. Check it each time that you get it. Okay? And then bring it up. See that sight? Practice that from a low, ready, and up. If you want to practice it from this position, same thing. Okay? Practice it from both. Just depends where people are at and where it is safe. The gun should always be on safe. That lever's set right there, and it will be much safer with handling our rifles. You know, it used to be the feeling that rifle classes were safe because we always see where the muzzle is, but I need modern shooters to start thinking about that safety on and off and start practicing that in dry practice. It'll serve you well. If you can't run the safety in a self-defense situation, it's probably not the right type of gun for you. I want you to think about that. The safety should become part of the movement. So if you've chosen a rifle that has a safety on it, you simply have to learn how to work it. All right, and that'll keep you safe, and it'll keep everybody else safe around you. And it's just a really important part of marksmanship, being good at marksman, and being able to handle that gun competently. All right, guys, work your safety, get some practice on it. Let me know how it's going. I appreciate you tuning in. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button and leave me a comment, interact. It's really important, and it helps a lot. And if there's another video you'd like to see, please let me know what it is.